10 attacks. They're all 4/4s. Say what? Got him! We probably should just went in with everything, but I don't want to do the math. I really do not want to do the math. Hey everybody, welcome back and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Today we'll be playing with one of my favorite decks from Kaldheim, fully upgraded within Strixhaven, focusing around the new Elder Dragon Tanazir Quandrix to make a bunch of flyers for 4s and beat down our opponent with a surprise. Of course, we'll break down the deck in its entirety for you guys before we dive into today's gameplay footage, and then we'll wrap up with our final thoughts. Of course, we do have some codes for you guys today. Make sure to comment on the video to get in on those. I'll reply to your comment if you win. Of course, if you're into that sort of thing, we've got tons of giveaways and contests, free tournaments with all sorts of prizes available within our link tree. You can easily Google for that or find it in the description below. Thank you again. I really appreciate everyone who's been supporting the channel. Cheers. I hope you all have a magical day and make sure to smash that thumbs button on today's video. Now let's get into it. Okay, you guys. Dragon Spirits, best of 1 standard, 2.4 average mana within the deck, 6 non-creatures, 30 creatures, with a fairly nice split between the white sources and our blue sources, plains and islands, and then a dominant green, presence within the deck. But, it's not that too far off. We're talking 33, 33, and 56. So it's not unreasonable to see a split. There's no splash here. It is quite balanced throughout evenly. 24 lands to support the 2.4 average mana, and, it's better to flood than to brick, as I always say. The deck focuses, like I said, around Tanazir Quandrix. This is a 4/4 for 5 mana with flying and trample. When it enters the battlefield, double the number of +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Whenever Tanazir Quandrix attacks, you may have the base power and toughness of other creatures you control become equal to Tanazir Quandrix's power and toughness until the end of turn. This is absolutely amazing. It may seem underwhelming, right? Yes, there's an ETB. It's not the greatest. A 4/4 with flying and trample for 5. Not the greatest, but that last bit when we create all of our other creatures base power and toughness equal to whatever Quandrix's current power and toughness are, which is really, really nice. So to increase Quandrix's power and toughness, we'll use stuff like the Felidar Retreat. This is quite nice because the +1/+1 counters that are put on our creatures when we play a land through the landfall ability, also gaining vigilance, will not affect our base power and toughness of the rest of our creatures, but it will increase the power and toughness of Quandrix, which is really good, right? So, it doubles down for you in a very unique synergy. And then, of course, we're capitalizing on the one and only Decisive Denial in the deck. Instant speed for 2. Choose one. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. This is amazing because we have things like the Lovestruck Beast in deck, 5/5 Wolf, or counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So this is like very, very good. We can, stop an extinction event. We can stop an ultimatum, and we can smash down other creature decks, which is so good. The cost of it is quite cheap here as well, which fits with the theme of the deck, because we want to be double casting on the Clarion Spirit. Now this is how we're going to make a bunch of creatures to turn into spirit dragons, and that's why I call them spirit dragons, because they are spirits and then they become dragons. So a 2/2 for 2 mana, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put a +1 or make a 1/1 spirit creature token with flying. I'm all over the place today, you guys. Woof. And this is quite nice. So, the whole deck focuses around playing multiple cards per turn, making spirit tokens, and then increasing the power and toughness of those spirit tokens with Felidar's Retreat, having the Quandrix in play, attacking, turning all of those, 1/1 spirits, whether they're 2/2s, 3/3s, into, 4/4s and above, right? And that's, only going to take 5 of them to give you lethal damage. So it's not that hard to make 5 flying tokens. That's pretty easy. And of course, if we have the retreat in play, that number gets reduced as well, which is pretty cool. So filling the deck out around that, of course, our draw engines here. Toski, Bearer of Secrets for 4 mana, 1/1 indestructible, can't be countered, attacks each combat if able. whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. You know, that's going to be pretty consistent in the deck because, again, you're making all of those tokens with flying. That's a natural form of evasion, so they shouldn't be blocked, and you should be able to attack every turn and get the draw through Toski. We also have Vega the Watcher for 2, for 3 mana, I should say. Flying, whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, draw a card. This is very nice when we combine it with Adventure, because when we cast an Adventure, the creature goes on an adventure into exile, and when we play it from exile, we're going to get the draw through Vega the Watcher, which is very, very nice. So mentioning the adventure cards, of course, if we're going to be drawing through them, we have to have Edgewall Innkeeper, a 1/1, and whenever you cast a creature spell that has adventure, draw a card. Not only is that great for the draw and adventure archetype we have in the deck, but it's going to really help us trigger the Clarion Spirit because it's a cheap CMC, and it's going to help us draw other cards to double cast every turn so we don't run out of a hand. You know, it's not uncommon to draw your entire deck with this build here, so really cool stuff that we can do with it. Some of the adventure cards that we use for support: Giant Killer, 2 copies of this in deck. You can pay 2 and tap it to tap another target creature. Of course, it's a 1/2, so it's, you know, relatively good on defense for 1 mana. Chop down for 3 mana at instant speed as the adventure to destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's quite nice. We mentioned the Lovestruck Beast a little bit here when talking about Decisive Denial's fight ability, and that's because for 3 mana you get a 5/5, which is insane, and it can only attack if you control another 1/1. Now, we'll talk about this when we wrap up, but it shouldn't be hard to get a 1/1 in play, seeing as it has Heart's Desire at sorcery speed as the adventure to create a 1/1 white human token. 4 copies of Brazen Borrower, a 3/1 with flash and flying that can only block other creatures with flying. Petty Theft for 2 at the adventure for instant speed. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. You know, that's going to be really good, but keep in mind it's not going to bounce those lands. That's all the adventure that we have in the deck. You know, it's been trimmed down, but the amount of draw that you have is, you know, it's already too much. So to trim a few of the adventure cards doesn't really slow us down. And, you know, instead of just drawing into, you know, Oblivion, now we're drawing into something far worse than Oblivion within the Quandrix. Your opponent's not ever going to know what hit them, and it's going to be hilarious. So we've got some other stuff in the deck that we should talk about. Jaspera Sentinel, you know, a 1/2 with reach. You can tap it and tap another target creature that you control to add a mana of any color. This sets up, you know, an amazing turn 2. Turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 Spirit. Then you tap the Spirit with the Sentinel, and you play the Innkeeper, you play the Giant Killer, you play your Heart's Desire. You know, that's going to give you a token on turn 2. Now you've got 4 creatures, and you can progress from there quite easily into something like the Vega, the Toski, you know, get those draws off the Innkeeper, attack, 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 retreat in play, Quandrix goes down, and then we've got massive damage here. So a few things that we didn't talk about that we should: Skyclave Apparition 2/2, when it enters play, exile target non-land, non-token permanent you don't control with mana 4 or less. When it leaves play, the exiled card's owner will create an XX blue illusion creature token equal to that card's CMC. And that's actually it. We've got the passages to thin the library and to fix our mana. We're running the pathways today just to make sure things are hitting consistently, and then some basic lands to pull with the passages. That's the deck. No sideboard today, just strictly best of 1, not using any lessons or learn abilities, and just showcasing, you know, the awe-inspiring power of the Quandrix Tanazir Dragon. I absolutely love it. You know, Decisive Denial is basically at the same level as this mythic for an uncommon, in my opinion. It is so good. So, you know, absolutely amazing footage for you guys today. Enjoy. Make sure to support the content if you can afford to do so. Links for everything will be in the link tree, whether, you know, you do want to join the Patreon and support, or you just want to join the 500,000 gem giveaway, other things. It's all going to be in there, the Discord, yada, yada, yada. Go have yourselves a snoop. Thank you so much for your support on the channel recently. I really appreciate it. Have a magical day. Enjoy the gameplay footage, and we'll be wrapping up after that, so don't go anywhere. Okay, we have to toss this. We'll keep. Toss Toski, too expensive. Cringe. Skyclave Apparition, bad mana. Full Forest. Looking for Plains though, really badly. Yikes. Yikes. Luminarch Aspirant. Oh, Skyclave's beautiful. Oh, that's not the right. Oh, goodness gracious. Daxos is cool, eh? Pretty brutal match here, LOL. I guess we can just try to hang out. LOL. We can get one if we tap the Sentinel. We're holding on. I mean, poorly. Match super over. GG's RIPs, but we're doing us. Let's just take it. I mean, that's the most awkward way I've ever played Skyclave Apparition. We got there, though, somehow, some way. Now we're just gonna get beat up the old-fashioned way. Woof. I think we can still do it. I think there's a way in which we come back from this somehow. Like, we're assembling the crew. The crew's showing up. Daxos is so good. Oh, no way. No way. I mean, it's already got life gain, but Daxos gets it now. The first strike can put a counter on Daxos, which is pretty annoying too. Oh wow, a Plains! That's special, isn't it? We don't have enough mana to do both. We could draw with this, but we also could draw with this. I'm gonna try Toski. Keep the one back to block the flyer. Double draw. They can't equip it at instant speed. They can't change it. Okay, so we do get the pull. We get the pull we needed. Right, more spirits to block the flyers with. Their life gain just, like, we won't ever be able to beat them that way, but maybe we can go wider than they can ever beat us. And then it's like, who wants to give up? We do have giant killers. We've got our Skyclave Apparitions. There's answers. We have our Quandrix that can make all the spirits 4/4s. 5/5, 6/6 potentially. Take the risk. Okay, good call. Well, for them. Not for me. It paid off. For them. So we lose the mana, which sucks. I'm gonna attack for 5. They block 2 of them. They get the life and the token. It's annoying and I hate it. We need the draw, right? We need those exiles. We need the destroys. And we've not cast a spell yet. But that still works. Oh no, they've got this Alsad. But they would have to sack it. And that's good for us, because it's a 5/5. Right, it still gets rid of it. It's okay. It's still worth it. Right, and that drops their Shenaniganzos, which is great for us. By I mean Devotion, if you're confused. Alright, let's trigger the Clarion Spirits and Vega. I don't know how we're coming back from this, but it's somehow maybe working. Really nervous about how the rest of the game goes, but so far so good. That has Summoning Sickness, so I'm interested with that play. Why wouldn't it go on the token? It's in the library. It's in the library first. Send them all in, yeah. They're gonna gain that life again. Right, they're gonna give the Prince life gain with Dax or Heliod. But we still get a really nice draw. Looking for some giant killers. Stuff like this. We might end up milling ourselves eventually. Oh, there it is. Okay. That is as good as anything. The Felidar Retreat before it would be better, but we can make all of the flyers 4/4s. Which is just like so good, right? Now, sadly, there are no tokens to double. I wish. And I'm even gonna play this out. All right. They went tall with their life. We went wide with our creatures. Oh, they could be the angels here. Oh no, we exiled it. Ha! Huh? Right, we got the exile of the speaker earlier. You ready, boys? Hit him with the heater, right? Kind of want to do it with everything. Ten attacks. They're all 4/4s. Say what? Got him. We probably should just went in with everything, but I don't want to do the math. I really do not want to do the math. They have a lot of life for us to chop through as well. And they kill Quandrix. Makes a lot of sense to me. We should have protection for Quandrix in the deck, probably. And we probably should have held off. We have another copy of it in deck. So we'll make sure that one gets us lethal. This is a super convoluted match. And we could have tried to get a draw first and found our Felidar's Retreat, I guess. A little sloppy, but they're just getting so much freaking life. Let's kill Lurrus while we can. And that gets rid of the life gain from the Charming. Put my passage on the stack. Let's grab a blue source for all these borrowers here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna mill ourselves at a certain point. Well, let's see what we draw first. Should be good for a couple turns, right? We should definitely play from our hand. Oh, and look who's here. Look who's here. Got him! Things are unraveling for them. Things are definitely unraveling for them. And I don't want to take the draw because we already have to discard. Let's toss some lands out. 24 left in library. Savior's cool. Oh, it's enough devotion to bring Heliod back in play. That's a big boy. 9/9. Double draw. Vega OP. You got too many cards here at a certain point. It's too much. Let's get Heliod out of play here. Bounce a token. Uh-oh. 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 Things are falling apart. There's too many draws. They're gonna win because we're gonna mill ourselves. Right? They're gonna win because we mill ourselves. Unless we stop attacking, get Felidar's Retreat in play, which there are 11% chance to draw that, and then we just stack lands on top of it. And then that should give us lethal before the draw triggers. And I'm sure we draw it here. Oh my gosh. Stop it! Talk about value train. I'm gonna need more cards, or more hands to hold all these cards. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got our Quandrix again. Perfect. So that's like super BM lethal next turn. That's great. That's really cool. I hope they let us finish this match. Because this is the greatest display of this deck I've ever put on. Discard 10. LOL. Let's make sure we get Quandrix out first. I don't want to mess it up. Maybe, yeah, we definitely should have done the Felidar Retreat first. My bad. So I don't want to take the draw here. Unless we have lethal. They're at 40. We've got 5, 11, 12, 16, 18, 21, 24, 44. Oh, but I want to do it with the Quandrix, the Tanazir. We have lethal, but I really want to get this to pop off. I'll highlight it so they know that I want to do it, and hopefully they don't surrender. Because we have lethal here. I wouldn't deck myself, we would get it, but I want to show off the dragon. Let me show the dragon, baby! Let me show the dragon! Pretty please! Don't rope me. Let me show the dragon. We worked so hard through this match, bro. This is such a great match. Come on. I just want to show the dragon. Let me show the dragon! No! I just want to show the dragon. The math worked out. We had lethal. Maybe they're upset that I'm not taking lethal. They had Chump Walker. But I really just want to show the dragon. Because all of these become 6/6s. In fact, they become 7/7s because we'll play the pathway first. It's a 3/3. And then its base power and toughness become 4/4. Oh no, they become 5/5s. So these are actually 8/8s. Right? We hit with 10 8/8s in the air. Come on, bro. Let us have it. It's like such a good move. I can't believe they're not going to let us do it. Sag. Ultra Sag. Oh my gosh. That's so good. Oh no, and this will be a 6/6. So those are 3s. They'll be 9/9s. Actually, not 8/8s. They'll be all 9/9s. Oh my lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 9/9s coming at you. They'd be 9/9 because they're equal to the Quandrix base power and toughness, and the toughness goes up by 1 when we play a land, so it goes to 6/6 from the Felidar Retreat, and then the base power puts the tokens on top of them. So there's 2 tokens would be on them, so it would be 6 plus 2. Oh, they would be 8s, not 9s. But still, it would be fun. I can't believe we got roped and we didn't get to demonstrate the shock and awe of Tanazir Quandrix within our Spirit Bant token deck. 25 minutes of absolute glory. Mono white, best deck in the meta? Disputable. Disputable. New cards, pretty OP, right? I think we made a couple little misplays there along our journey as well, but as soon as I seen this dragon, I was like, I know exactly where that goes. And the art really gets me too. Like, oh my gosh, give me more. We're first up with a pretty risky opening hand, so we're gonna toss it. And this just looks so much friendlier. Keeping 6, tossing a Bororino. And we're in with the Sentinel. Hopefully we can pick up a 1-drop off the top. Whether it be a Giant, an Innkeeper. Greatest turn 2 ever. 4 creatures, turn 2. What up? Sadly, we had to mulligan. If we could draw, you know, maybe a Lovestruck Beast, that would be cool, or a blue land. Well, what kind of is that? I think we trade with it. Right? Ooh, that is frustrating. We'll just bounce it. I don't want to take the risk. Let's not lose our own value when we have a different way to interact. And then let's grab our blue source here. Because it does push them back a little bit, right? Even if it is just a turn. Jesus. Loving that land. And I actually put another land in the deck, so it's like, well, I hate breaking. We get to draw off the Innkeeper here. Hopefully it's a 1-drop. No. Well, kind of. Cursed. We are cursed. Let's hit for 2, down to 15. The Fox, that's a good card. Oh no. We need a Petty Theft or Giant Killer. Skyclave Apparition. There's a couple things that get the job done for us. We've got the flyers though, right? I mean, that's not the worst. And I want to get value for the Giant Killer. Right, I definitely want to kill that Fox. The question is, do we do it right away here? Or do we wait and get the guaranteed double cast? I think we could do it here, to be honest. Pyromancer in play. Chemist in chat. Uno momento, my friend. Okay, so that actually really sucks. The Pyromancer turns this whole deck around. So good. And I guess we get punished for not playing the Giant, because they don't super cycle the Fox. So we're getting punished. That's really hard. Down to 10. That frickin' Pyromancer. It dominates this deck. It's like unlimited targets for it. They love it. Do they even have a flare to counter? And I know they can pay for this, but it eats the rest of their turn up. I mean, at least they're not killing the Innkeeper. Could be worse. Unless they just double cycle in their turn. But it's whenever I cast it, so... Just take that draw here. Oh, no, we fucked that up. Shoot. We should have kept that island untapped. Taps the Forest of 6. We can't pull another island with the passage. We can still use the Sentinel's mana, though, because we're not attacking. Because they have a freaking army in front of us. They're definitely going to win this match. Nice. Oh my gosh. It's like target practice for this guy. Or this individual. Sorry. LOL. That's so hard to get used to, gender neutral pronouns. Oof! Nice attack, bruh. Oh, that freaking Sentinel's got reach. I forgot about that. Well, you remembered now. We're going to need more than that. We're going to need some serious help here. I do not know what we are going to do here. Other than counter this flare and feel good about ourselves. This is our turn. Giant Killer is Summoning Sickness. I can't believe I added extra land to the deck. That has boned us this match. Like, pretty hard. Alright, we get one draw. Thankfully, they're tapped out. Okay. That's not really helpful at all. Bounce a token. Take the draw. Make the spirit. I don't think we can, like, save it to, you know, I made an extra spirit this turn. I think it's like go, 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 draw off the Innkeeper, go, 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 right? That's our only hope here. These Pyromancers are so powerful. Hopefully they just don't find another flare before we find more counters. And they've got enough mana to kind of pay for that 3. Don't you kill my flyers! They've been doing an excellent job at basically blasting us. If we could top deck our Quandrix Dragon, that would be ideal. That would give us a bit of an advantage. Interesting. The retreat is pretty cool, I'll admit. I want like a quadruple block on that Lovestruck Beast. No, don't chump block it. Go for the kill. Alright, get a single draw here. Oh my god, so much land. I don't know what to do with myself. Actually, I don't care if anyone attacks, really. The Alliance is super annoying. If they can cycle that card, oh gosh. 2 Pyromancer triggers, 2 fairies. I'll highlight a beast, like they should double down on it instead of just hitting my face. Right? Hit the beast! Hit the beast! Hit the beast! Probably too late to get a Quandrix. Okay, so they take our draw engine, which is respectable, and they kill a flyer. These guys really hate us. Let's tap it up. Now the vigilance here is pretty fun. Oh, I should have Innkeepered first. That is my bad. Innkeeper, keeping you a 1/1 to activate the Lovestruck Beast. I meant to do that. Pro play. Well, the Spirit would have been a 1/1. But the Spirit would have been made first. So still pro play. When you accidentally step into a big brain play. They could have killed us ages ago, let's be honest. Like, so long ago they could have killed us. If they just, like, did this damage right to our face. But we're giving them, like I mentioned, it's like a target range for them. The whole match is just, like, rigged right into their favor. There's like a lot of attacks here. I mean, they've got an army of blockers. And they could have killed us, I feel, ages ago. This goes to any target, does it not? Yeah, definitely. They're just liking it though, right? They're just having fun killing creatures. He's not cycling because he wants to make sure that he's activating, you know, the Alliance and the Rescuer and the Pyromancer effectively. Because you have to draw 2 turns, right? So it's on your second. So you would have to double cycle if he had it. That's a big risk. Or it might be Flare and then we just die. Which I'm sure it is. Maybe we draw a counterspell here. We might need 2 of them. And we did not get a single draw. LOL. Oh! Alright. Well, one of them's a land. So that's maybe what it was. Oh, they cycled a fox. They gotta kill the Innkeeper and the other 1/1. If they're gonna continue this charade. Charade? Charade. Charade. I feel like charade could be right too. It's definitely not, but... Huh, so we need a 1/1 off the top. The world's longest match here. LOL. The denials would be cool even just to fight the Pyromancers. Look at all these freaking flyers, man. Like, why don't they attack with those? We have no reach. We have 1 reach character. Well, the plot thickens. It's too bad we don't have a 1/1 for these beasts. The idea is we have a whole bunch of spirits in play, of course, before we get to Tanzania or whatever. Just push in with as much as we can. They should double block these 1/1s, I think, though. Which is smart because they become 4/4s. Or, you know, probably 5/5s. 6/6s if we get a passage. Alright. Are they done, you know, dicking us around? I certainly hope so. Watch them still not go to the face when they have 3 of them in play. Oh, this guy. Numbers are hard. They love it. What a farcity. It's an easy block even if I do, or they could kill it, which I don't prefer. I'm just gonna back out because, like, this is just... At a certain point, you know what I mean? Like, just finish the game. Oh! Let's get some more entertaining matches in here. Alright, everybody. So, you know, cycling, still real good, right? Our opponent wilded out on us, and I let him do it until the very end when I got frustrated they weren't taking it. And then that's exactly what happened to me, right? They let me wild out right to the very end. And then when I wanted to take it, they got frustrated and left. So that's kind of funny. It reminds me that much of our reality is a mirror of yourself. Your inner thoughts are reflected outwards for you to see. And this is an amazing experience once you notice and begin dealing with that issue. So thank you so much again, you guys. You know, I'm really excited for the future. We've got 440 days left until 100,000 subscribers. We've got like 10 days left until my 2-year anniversary on YouTube, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we're gonna be doing it for a little bit to come. You know, lots and lots of Strixhaven decks coming your guys' way. Even if, like today's video, slight adjustment, but when you're looking for a top-ranked Mythic deck that uses the new cards, they're not going to have all the new cards in them, like, ever. But they're going to have a few, right? So, like, Boros deck, got a few good cards in it, it works wonders. This Bant token, got a few new cards in it, works wonders. You know, some of the free-to-play decks have a lot more of the set as they take on a limited theme feel because all of the synergies work together so well within the sets themselves. But you know, when you're flexing out with your rares and mythics, what better way to do it? So, you know, massive thank you guys here. I really appreciate each and every one of you having a magical day. I was gonna say amazing, but it came out in a magical. Maybe that's a new word. It's like we'll slam amazing and magical together. Let me know how you guys would combine these two words in the comments below. Amazing and magical. How would you combine those words into one? The winner is gonna get a Strixhaven pack, the one I like the most. Makes me laugh or like giggle, whatever. Comments below, boys and girls. Thank you again. Have a magical day and an amazing. I'll let you guys do it. We'll see you soon in the next. Take care.